Blessed be everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we have a tarot card draw for you, but before we dive in, I'm Sandra from mysterywitchschool.com, author of Crafting Your Wiccan Path and also the Confident Tarot Reader course. If you want to know anything more about Wicca, witchcraft, shadow work, and of course the tarot, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you don't miss any videos. And if you do want to become a Confident Tarot Reader, you can enroll now for the Confident Tarot Reader course. It is now a DIY course. Originally it was recorded live, so you still have access to those live recordings, but it's now do it in your own time, but you still have access to me to ask any questions and also to submit any assessment that you want to submit to me to get any feedback about. So you're not totally doing it on your own, but you get to do it in your own time and of course in your own home because it's online. So that's the Confident Tarot Reader. There's a link in the description field below this video for how you can join up. So today's card is from a different tarot deck than I've used before. This is from the Osho Tarot, which I believe is called the Osho Zen Tarot. And the images on these cards are absolutely, truly beautiful. They're lovely cards. They're designed with the same format as normal tarot deck. There's similarities in the meanings on many of the cards, but of course Osho, coming from a very different place of reference, these cards are not your typical meanings that your normal tarot deck would have. So I selected a card for today. So this could be a message for you, or it could be a message for somebody else that's coming through you from this deck. And this is card number 18. Normally in most decks, card number 18 belongs to the moon. And on this one, it is called Past Lives. So in some ways I can see a connection there with the moon card, in the sense that you can use your subconscious mind, use your intuition to take the journey into the self to discover your past lives. The message I'm getting through today with this card is that our past lives are not just made up of our own experiences, they're also made up of other people and influences that we may or may not meet again in other lives. And what I'm feeling with this card is that our past lives are more than just physical lifetimes. They're also within one lifetime as well. When you start the journey towards inner change and becoming more attuned to who you truly are and what your purpose is in the world, and you start to get rid of all of those old programs and indoctrination that had you thinking that you were maybe someone you aren't really, or having to try and be someone you know deep down you're not. When you do that kind of work on yourself and you look back at your past, it's like their past lives. It's like you're a different person now to who you were, say, 15 years ago or 20 years ago. And so these past lives that happen within one lifetime are also important. They're stepping stones to where you are now. And your past lives, even previous to this lifetime, are stepping stones to where you are now. And you can look at where you are now, look at your history in this lifetime, and see your past lives in that history. You don't necessarily have to journey into your memory of past lives in order to learn valuable information in this life. You can use everything that you've experienced in this lifetime to help you evolve and become who you are. The meaning given in the book for this card is about going into deep meditation, and that only going through very deep meditation and having a lot of practice of that particular type of meditation is going to enable you to be able to access your past lives. And with a lot of the card meanings in this deck, it's always about meditation, 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 meditation. So you can't escape the meaning of this card also indicating that the way that you can get in touch with your purpose in this life and tuning into perhaps how your purpose is just simply an extension of your purpose in past lives. You have to be able to go within yourself. You have to be able to quiet your mind, and you have to be able to take that time out to reflect on who you really are and what the world is all about. And meditation certainly can help you do that. I also see that the people in this card, or the faces in this card, are also aspects of ourselves. It's like we have more than one person within us. We have different personalities. And with some group of people, we'll display some parts of our personality or some personalities. And with other people, we'll display other parts of our personality. And it can be almost like we're different people when we're in different environments. And I see this card as reflecting that too. That really when we start to do more work on ourselves, and it's like integrating all of those personalities and realizing that they're all just facets of the one person, which is yourself, and that they're just facets of you. And even if you feel sometimes that you're putting on a mask, that mask is still something you've created. It's still something that's come from you. And so you can look at all of these different personalities or different masks that you may wear in various different situations and learn a lot about yourself in doing that. They can reflect yourself. They can reflect maybe your fears. They can reflect where you might feel shame or where you might feel guilt, and you can learn from all of this. So as the moon reflects the sun, and as this card is linked to the energy of the moon, take the time out today to just reflect. Reflect on what you're thinking, what you're feeling, who you are in certain circumstances, who you are in other circumstances. Where you've learned all this, are you the same person you were 20 years ago? Does that feel like a past life? Because it was kind of a past life 20 years ago. What do you know now that you feel is something that you've taken maybe a few lifetimes to learn? And take that time out to meditate and just reflect on your being. And like the moon reflects the sun, you're just reflecting on what you already know about yourself and taking that time out to be clear about who you are so that you can walk that path more clearly and without illusion, without being deluded, and continue to walk in the direction that you intended yourself to walk in this lifetime. So that's a pretty deep meaning for a tarot reading today. It's not like a tangible thing. This is more just saying take time out and just reflect on yourself and all of those things that I spoke about before. If you want to become a Confident Tarot Reader, as I said at the beginning of the video, the Confident Tarot Reader course is there. There are 7 modules, and you can take as long as you like to do those modules, take your own time. Certainly email me with all of the online forms that do actually come to me when you fill them out, so that I can get back to you if you have any questions or anything like that. The link is in the description field below this video. If you like the video, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. I am Sandra from mysterywitchschool.com. Blessed be.